This Saturday, I don't know if you're aware of it, was 420, and so it was a madhouse over there.
It's April 20th?
No, 420. Yeah, it was April 20th, but 420. You know 420.
No, what's that?
How do you not know? You've never heard of 420?
No.
Well, it's a big deal. I mean, it's real popular in the culture right now, and everybody's wearing 420 shirts, and you see 420 bumper stickers, and everyone's talking about it. 420 is a code term used primarily in North America that refers to the consumption of cannabis, and by extension, a way to identify oneself with cannabis subculture. Observances based on the number 420 include smoking cannabis around the time 4:20 p.m. as well as on the date April 20th.
No, what date is that? What year?
This was around 1970.
No, this.
Anyway, a widely discussed story says that a group of teenagers in San Rafael, California, used the term in connection to a fall 1971 plan to search for an abandoned cannabis crop that they had learned about.
Huh? You know, dogs and humans love to run because it apparently gives them a natural high similar to that of marijuana, according to the University of Arizona.
Wow.
After running what are called cannabinoids, the chemical found in marijuana that gives you a feeling of euphoria, are higher in humans and dogs, and this encourages them to run again. To 7-Eleven for a Slurpee.
Veterinarians in Colorado have reported that marijuana use is on the rise amongst dogs. They say you'll know if your dog is too high if it starts making a really tall sandwich.
They like sweets better
What's
when
that
they're high.
Yes, I don't know.
In England, a woman was arrested for throwing a birthday party for her 16-year-old son that included marijuana, alcohol, and strippers. Now she's got even bigger problems. What to do for his 17th birthday?
Whatever.
Oh, why not?
Smells like a fucking pot dispensary in here.
Oh, Norm, let's stay on track here. Let's stay on track. So it's been hard for me to get
Chris,
on.
I feel like I'm getting.
It's getting
You
normal.
know what I'm saying? I'm making sense.
It's not you, is it?
No.
No, I'm not going to. Let's move the show in a good order here.
But you don't seem. You seem different.
You know, okay, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out of
It's
order.
okay. It doesn't
No.
matter. It doesn't
I'm going to
matter.
remember this.
It's legal. It's legal.
Okay, it has to do with what you just
Medicinal
did. Norm fucks
marijuana
with
is
people.
legal.
The most painful thing in the world for me is, and I realize, and it's so true, one of the most, not physical pain, but just mental pain, is waiting to talk. And that's what I was doing out there. You know, you're outside there, they're talking, but you're waiting to talk.
That's not all you were doing outside. It's legal. It's legal. It's legal.
I almost don't want to admit this because it makes him look so bad.
No, but
he made me smoke pot, America. This is the truth. I don't believe in God, but my truth. My truth. Outside, he goes, "Come on, you'll smoke, you'll smoke, you'll smoke." I'm like, if you want me to smoke, I'll smoke. I didn't plan on it because I get chat. People that smoke pot more than you think, you're always fighting with them when you go, "I only smoke pot 4 times a week." You're just saying it casually. They're like, "You smoke more than that." Like, relax. What are you afraid? I'm not admitting I'm like you.
4 times a week seems like a lot to me.
Does it really?
A little.
Look into my eyes.
I'm serious. I'm very serious.
No, I don't know who Bill Boggs is. The name sounds familiar. Oh, shut up. What are the odds smoke came billowing out of my mouth after half an hour? Really? You think your audience is that dumb? They're going to sit home and go, "Oh, my God, Todd Glass, a half an hour into his interview, smoke came billowing out of his mouth." Do you think we stopped saying N-rig, which means, you know, or N-rich, or nigger-rich, or nigger-rig, which were terms that some people are going, were they terms? Because, well, it's a fine. Or do you think we just shouldn't use people?
Or what they say when you,
people,
stop with that joint there, you're getting spit on it.
So, no, hold on a second. So most people would say that we stopped those things because it was egregious.
Yes.
I know what I'm saying.
You know, I know.
And so you have to say.
I was trying to give you another example. My friend, he would get stoned and he'd go, "I thought of all these ideas and everything, you know, but I never write them down." So he goes, "I'm going to write them down. I'm going to have a little notebook and write down whatever I think is funny, you know." And so he said he woke up one day after getting really stoned, and on his pad he had written, "That's really funny." 420 was the birthday of Austrian-born German politician and the leader of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, a fellow went by the name of Adolf Hitler. But this guy, there's a picture of him. Adolf Hitler Very compelling kind of a figure. Odd-looking duck. But there's something about his eyes. Hypnotic. His eyes are almost entirely black.
They
He was a decorated veteran of World War I. And he joined the war. Hold the fort. He hated Jews. I'm sick of these kind of characters. I think we should kill Hitler. Me and you, go suicide, kill him.
Yeah, it was like died 50 years ago. Probably.
Did he? I didn't
Yeah.
even know he was sick.
He wasn't. Well, no, that's fine.
I wish I could find a Hitler of today and go kill him.
Wild, dangerous, and completely unbelievable are just a few of the ways based on a true story. A new memoir from actor, gambler, raconteur, and Saturday Night Live veteran Norm MacDonald has been described. Mr. MacDonald's dry sense of humor established him as one of the most beloved and controversial anchors of Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update, and as his book's title suggests, based on a true story, is much more than a memoir. It's a Hunter S. Thompson-inspired epic of the comedian's life, including classic jokes and long mythologized Hollywood stories, with guest appearances from Chris Farley, Rodney Dangerfield, Sarah Silverman, Adam Sandler, and many others. I'm very pleased it has brought Norm MacDonald to our show today. Hello.
Hi, Larry. How are you?
I'm well. You talk about how the process of writing was not something that you really liked. You found it grueling. So what led you to even try to write a memoir?
Well, what happened was I was in a hotel room in Edmonton, Alberta, and my manager told me to look at my Wikipedia, and I looked at my Wikipedia, and somebody had changed my Wikipedia, and I was dead in my Wikipedia. And I had overdosed on morphine, which is some 19th century kind of drug to take, in the very hotel room that I was reading this. And so I chuckled as you did at first, but then I didn't. Then I got frightened because I knew that one day that would be true, you know. And
What, that you die of morphine, or
no, just that the tenses change.
Mm-hmm.
Is becomes was, and does becomes did. And so I thought, well, one day in the future, when Norm MacDonald was, that will be what's left, is a page on Wikipedia. So I said, I want to tell my own side of the story, and not just a series of facts, which I suppose is what a person's life is a series of facts.
Well, based on a true story, when we see that at the beginning of a movie, we know a lot of license has been taken.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think, though, if you base something on... it's not really based on a true story. It's based on facts, but it is true. That's how I would say it.
How would you describe your writing style here? Are you using the truth as a stepping up point for some rather elaborate storytelling? And how does this kind of writing differ, or is it the same as what you do when you're doing a stand-up?
No, it's much different. I'm not an educated person, so I wish I was, because I would have been able to write the book. But I wrote 4 books. 4 attempts at this book. Not 4 drafts, but 4 entirely different books, until I came upon this one that I think works.
Well, you told the Washington Post.
Maybe doesn't. I don't know.
I can't imagine how anyone likes to write a blanking book. I couldn't hate it more.
Yeah, I hated it. I hated every moment of it.
Through much
I liked writing the end. Those 2 words.
Through much of the book, you drink and do a lot of drugs and gamble. And
Yes.
Are those things that you do on
I don't do them
day-to-day
now.
life?
No, sir. I don't do any of them, but I did do them. Yes, I did do them a great deal. I didn't enter show business until late in life, and before that, I was a sort of a criminal. I had criminal. Yeah, I was a criminal, I suppose.
You engage in illegal activities?
Yes, sir. I did.
Wow. Like what?
I would sell drugs. I would break and enter. Anything to
Statute of limitations.
anything
Okay.
to, anything to survive. You know, I was just trying to survive. I had no money, and I was only 14 or 15 when I left home. So
This is in Canada.
This is in Canada. So you do what you have to do, and it's not immoral. You know, there's nothing immoral about it. But you know, I remember we would steal electric typewriters. This is how long ago it was. And we would smash the window, and the alarm would go off, and we'd grab electric typewriters. And we used a cab. The cab driver would be involved, and then we would drive to an Indian reservation where the police were not allowed to enter, and that's where we would put all the goods that we had stolen.
Would they go to a fence?
Yes, exactly.
You also mentioned gambling. What does it feel like to lose your net worth, something you say that you've done twice in your life?
Yes, it feels very good.
It feels good to
Yeah.
to lose everything?
Yeah, you go to the coffee shop and you have a coffee and you feel fresh and you feel like, hey, I'm going to start over. I can do it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Is I've
You
always
know-
wondered about the appeal of gambling. Because the little bit of gambling I've done, okay, you know, sometimes I made a couple of bucks, sometimes I didn't, but it doesn't really, I don't understand the addictive quality.
I guess what you're addicted to is hope, which is not such a bad thing according to our president. So you know, when the dice are in the air, anything can happen, and then you know it hits the cruel green felt, and sometimes you bust.
You, along with so many comedians of your generation, Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, Martin Short, Catherine O'Hara, John Candy, Dan Aykroyd, Seth Rogen, Phil Hartman, Eugene Levy, Samantha Bee, are all from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something about Canada that produces all those funny people?
No, I don't think so. I think it's probably, you know, we have 10% population of North America without Mexico, whatever that's called. So we have 10% population of what the United States has. So I would say it's probably, you know, you mentioned 10 guys, I could probably mention 100 Americans.
Really? Well, but those are some of our favorites. And
Yeah, they're my favorites. Yeah,
Your
Martin
father was
Short.
a bit of a raconteur.
Incredible.
Did you think you got some of your comedic influences from him?
Yeah, well, we lived a rather bleak existence when I was young. You know, we lived on a farm that was sort of obsolete and was just barren, rocky soil. So, and there was all those old men around, you know, and but they were always happy and funny, even though their existence seemed bleak. That's why I was so attracted to Russian literature, because I saw all the people I knew in those books, you know.
Like, I mean, we're talking about
Like-
Shmedyadkov or
Oh, no.
Raskolnikov?
Like just Gogol and
Oh, the absurd guys.
the absurd, yes.
My guest is Norm MacDonald, who's written a book called Based on a True Story, a memoir. You spent 5 seasons on the cast of Saturday Night Live in the 1990s.
Yes, sir.
How did you secure a tryout on the show, given the fact that your background was stand-up comedy, not sketch comedy?
Well, I was working on a show called Roseanne with Roseanne Barr, and I talked to the head writer of Saturday Night Live who liked me. You know, he phoned me up and he liked me, and so he gave me the job. And so I went to Rosanna and I quit, and I came to New York, and then they told me, you're meeting with Lawrence tomorrow. And I'm like, what's that for? And they go, well, that's the audition, you have to audition. So I'd already quit my job. I thought I had the job. That was what I was told, that this was just a mere formality to meet Lauren, and then it turns out it's an audition. So I go in, and he goes, I'd like to, you have to do 2 impressions. We have to go to the studio, you have to do 2 impressions, 2 characters. Everyone has to do it. And I said, I got to go home because I can't do that.
I don't do impressions.
I don't do impressions, and I don't do characters. And I think he got a kick out of me or something. Lauren was always with me. He always thought I was just a big moron.
Well, he let you do the news. You're best known as the host of Weekend Update, or as you call it, the fake news. Did you do most of the writing for that, or was that something that was
I did most,
collaborated with?
But it was collaborative. But I kind of set the tone, and I tried to make the jokes different than other jokes, and we all tried to experiment. There was 3 of us, and we tried to experiment with comedy and the way that you tell a joke. And my idea was to strip bare all innuendo and all cuteness, and just leave the bare bone of the joke. And if it didn't work, then it wasn't a good joke to begin with. But if it just relied on tricks.
Were there certain stories that were off limits?
Oh, yes. People always ask me, because I do stand-up, is anything off limits? And I hear comics go, nothing's off limits. And I think almost everything's off limits for me.
And you learned, of course, that the O.J. story might have been considered off limits. You were doing this during the time of the O.J. trial, and you got a lot of humor out of that. But
well, yeah.
How and when were you aware that NBC President Don Ohlmeyer was a good friend of O.J.'s?
I found that very strange. Well, listen, I admire that he stood by him. He stood by his friend. But the jokes I did about O.J. were filled with moral outrage and righteous indignation because I didn't like him.
You didn't like him as a person? You knew him?
No, sir. I didn't. I didn't like. I don't like murderers, and I was convinced he was guilty, even though he was innocent, as it turned out.
Well, he was found not guilty. It's not the same thing.
Listen, I don't think it's
many
fair.
people believe that he was a murderer.
I don't think it's fair that he was given 40 years for stealing his own shirt. You know what I mean? I don't think that was fair. That he was obviously found guilty of the previous crime.
But do you think you were let go, as some do, because of the O.J. jokes?
I don't know.
David Letterman said of you, there may be people as funny as Norm, but I don't know anybody who is funnier. And if we could have, we would have had Norm on every damn week. You had obviously a very special relationship with him, and you performed the final stand-up set on his last year.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was the last. It was the last stand-up set, and everyone was being very cool with Letterman, very ironic, and that's not how I felt about it. As it came to an end, because he was such an important person in my life, and I feel he was a very important person in culture. I think he changed the way everybody thought and spoke. And so he was very important to me, and I just watched it and saw everybody be cool, and I was not cool about it. I was very sad that he was leaving.
You got very emotional. Well,
I did.
You followed Donald Trump on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon last
Yes,
week,
I
one of
did.
the more controversial interviews with Donald Trump.
When I saw it, I didn't think it was controversial. I mean, goodness gracious, it's Jimmy Fallon. He's maybe he blew his chance to be host of Meet the Press, but it's Jimmy Fallon.
Maybe he'll get Matt Lauer's job.
That's right. Oh, yeah, it's Jimmy Fallon. What do you expect? I mean, that's why Donald Trump did it. But I will say this, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, my God, Donald Trump is being very reasonable and measured. This is getting a little frightening. Like, maybe he can pivot. I don't know.
You've had your own television series, which lasted 3 seasons. You co-wrote and starred in a feature film. You've done voiceovers, had a short-lived sports show, a podcast, and even played Colonel Sanders in KFC commercials. Yet you remain somewhat a cult personality. How does that sit with you?
Well, all that stuff is that you mentioned is pretty subpar nonsense. All I really do is stand-up comedy. You know, that's what I'm good at, and everything else came from stand-up comedy just as an accident. But I'm very, very good at stand-up comedy, and the rest is just free money.
How much does the act change show by show?
My act?
Yeah, but for example, Lenny Bruce, it was always different. On the other hand, George Carlin wrote out an act, and
Yes,
he would revise it a bit over the course of a year. But
He was very precise, George Carlin. He was word for
even the
word.
uhs and the wells were written in.
Yeah, he was amazing. But no, my act's almost always different. I have so much material because I don't do specials. You know, I mean, I'm doing a special in a month. I shouldn't say that, but I don't do as many specials as everybody else. So I would say I have about 10 hours of material, and most people don't. So I just mix it up. You know, sometimes I will talk to the audience, and whatever they say, I will talk about whatever they say because I have a
It's
material.
improv.
I have material on almost. It's not improv, no. It's I have material on nearly every subject.
Comedy Central's president, Kent Alterman, described your absence from the airwaves as one of the great injustices of the world.
Yeah,
But he could give
if
you
only
a
he
show.
knew somebody.
Well, has there been talk about Comedy Central?
I don't know. I haven't been home since then. I've been on the road. But yeah, I read that. It was funny.
Well, considering what you've said about writing this memoir, can I assume that one of the things you won't be doing in the future is writing more books?
I'll probably write more books, yeah.
You will write more books.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, as much as I hate it, I feel compelled to do it. I can't explain it. But once I started writing a book, I knew that's what I should be doing. And I always thought I should be doing stand-up. And once I started writing a book, I realized I should be writing a book.
But writing funny in a book is different than writing funny for stand-up, because in stand-up, there's the tone of your voice,
True,
there's
yes.
body language.
Yes.
Here, you just have to make people laugh because of the words that you've used.
It's almost impossible. Like if you go to a library, the last place you want to be is the humor section. You know, good Lord, it's awful. And in the history of America, you know, who has there been? You know, Mark Twain,
Will Rogers.
Will Rogers. What's the other fellow's name?
Well, there have been
Josh. Can't remember his last name. But this was long ago. But modern, you know, humorists would be like Irma Bombeck and this kind of garbage.
Well, there have been some funny ones too, but
Who's that?
well, we'll talk during the break, because I have to announce that you'll be speaking with Vulture editor David Marquez. Is it Marquez?
Yes,
Tonight at the Union Square Barnes & Noble store at 7 o'clock.
Yes,
The
sir.
book is based on a true story, a memoir. It is published by Spiegel and Grau. And my great thanks to Norm MacDonald for
Thank you,
being our
Leonard.
guest today.
You're a scholar and a gentleman, sir. I appreciate it. Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What?
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
You're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted.
What?
I'm as
Wait,
straight as an arrow.
so you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay. That means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy. You know, on your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, and this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity. You don't know I'm a secret homosexual, do you?
No, I saw that actually. Deeply, according to you, a deeply closeted homosexual is what you said. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I can't believe you. When you know your own name, you see it in popular culture used, you know, and Norm is always like, I noticed this ever since I was a kid. When I was very young, there was a show called Peyton Place with Ryan O'Neal as a sexy brother. Norm is, you know, deeply closeted man. After numerous requests, the National Institute of Health has finally granted funds to the University of New Mexico in order to test mice for the deadly hantavirus. Although I'm sure the government would have acted a lot sooner if instead of mice, the hantavirus was killing off rich white guys. And in Brunswick, Maine, an outbreak of the deadly canine parvovirus has led to the local Humane Society killing many of its dogs. Gee, I wonder if the Humane Society would kill off victims of canine parvo if instead of dogs, they were rich old white guys. Wildlife officials in Maryland say that increased hunting will be necessary to control the state's black bear population. Gee, I wonder if hunting would be the answer if instead of overpopulation of black bears, there were an overpopulation of rich old white men. Yeah. Yeah. Then I wonder.
I feel that connection when you touch my body. I know you are something, and I can't ignore it. My friends tell me if I wanna go to the gamble, we'll do my days like.
This is cool. So the news, we're going to talk about the news.
So we have business news. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg is facing a $1 billion tax bill this year. Now that's
He pays $1 billion in taxes?
in tax. That's a lot of money.
Good problem to have, right, Tom?
That's not bad.
God damn.
Absolutely. $1 billion.
$1 billion, that's more than my dad made in his lifetime.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This guy's carping about that. How How old is this kid?
I don't know. I think he's in his mid-20s, maybe. I'll have to look it up.
And most of these, I feel these rich kids are unknown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's known because of that movie.
Yeah.
But I think most of them. I think that these super billionaire guys keep themselves unknown, so we don't find out and go to their house.
Oh yeah.
Don't
He's
you think?
probably not the real. He's just sort of like the. There's much bigger billionaires.
Do you think
than
there's
these
bigger
guys?
guys?
I think they're living on an island somewhere.
Yeah.
They're just running everything.
Because when you hear about it, how much money the richest guys have, nobody. I mean, I know Sandler. He doesn't have nearly that much money. You know what I mean? And he's the richest guy, and he's super rich.
Yeah, if you had, you probably don't want to make a big show.
No.
Yeah, they probably have the cure for cancer. They're probably selling all the, all the drugs that we're all taking, all the drugs. They're selling all that stuff. They got all the cures. They're living on an island. Some of them are.
Well, those are the mother that fucking introduced crack into my neighborhood last month.
You have a crack problem?
Well, now I do, because those fuckers introduced crack into the neighborhood.
Really?
And what they don't tell you about crack is, god damn, it's good.
Yeah.
It harkened me back listening to the beautiful speaking, because I remember that, it's 8 o'clock, and do you know where your children's at and stuff? And it harkened back to me, because a half hour earlier, I was saying the same thing. I was in the restaurant. I was like, it's 7:30, man. Anybody know where my pork chop is? You ever try to get a pork chop at this joint? I mean, you guys like pork? You don't like pork? Call yourself Americans? But no, I had a pork. I had a nice, delicious piece of pork, a pork chop, Pork, I don't know. I don't think it's that good for you, but I like it. I'm pretty sure it's not good for you because it's a pig. But I like it. Anything with a snout, I don't think you're supposed to eat. I think that may be in the scriptures. I'm not sure, but I recall something about that. My doctor has me on a snoutless diet right now. He says I got to exercise every day, aerobics and latissimus dorsi, all that shit, get my back and everything, and then no snouts. But no, my friend, let me tell you something. My friend, who is a vegetarian, she's a girl, like all vegetarians are. And, I mean a lot of dudes, But anyway, she was talking to me about the vegetarianism stuff, right? Now, have you ever had this experience where you think something's right your whole life, and then in a moment, in a flash, you realize you've been wrong about everything you've ever believed ever. Not everything, but that one thing. By the way, if you ever wake up and you realize you've been wrong about everything in your entire life, that's not a good day then. You may as well go down to the rope store and buy yourself a length of rope. Then go down to the stool store, get yourself a nice stool. Then you go over to the notepad store, you buy yourself a notepad. Then you get a pen. You only really need 4 things. Must be hard to write those notes. What, I'm supposed to write it on this little thing? Everything that drove me to end my life? I don't know where to start. But, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, pork. No, because my friend who's a vegetarian, this girl, she was telling me, we always argue because she's a vegetarian and I am not a vegetarian. And so she has her opinions and I have my opinions. And I realized that her opinions are actually stronger than my opinions. Like she'll say to me, she goes, you can't eat, animals because they're God's creatures too, you know what I mean? And you shouldn't destroy another creature of our great God just so that you could have a frivolous meal that would not be necessary. You can't extinguish the life of and then I go, I like pork. That's my opinion. That's not a good argument at all. So anyways, the upshot of it is that people can change, thank God, you know. Through the glory of God, people can come to changes in life. And I am now a vegetarian, so that's nice, you know. Thank you very much. I'm not a strict vegetarian. I eat meat, but I am a vegetarian, but not a strict one. I only eat meat. You know what I don't like is vegetables. I can't eat those. I can't stand eating vegetables. So in the strictest term, strictest use of the word, strict, I'm not a strict vegetarian. But you know what she does, my friend that is a vegetarian? She makes this thing every Thanksgiving. I don't know if you've ever eaten this. It's called a tofurkey. Tofu, it's an unwieldy word. No one likes to hear it. But it's a turkey, but it's not really a turkey, you know? Sounds like a turkey because it's got a lot of the same letters. But what they do is they take tofu, you see, and then they fashion it into the countenance of a turkey, you know? Which doesn't fool me. And also, I don't understand why she does it on account of she's making it into the thing that she doesn't want to eat in the first place. You know, that seems... I would not do that, you know.
Zuckerberg says he's only eating his own meat that he kills now. Have you read that?
With his bare hands.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg? Kid's a monster.
He tries to do one thing to alter his modern lifestyle every year. And this year he says he's only going to eat meat that he's actually killed. And I was wondering, what are you adhering to lately?
I'm a vegetarian, a strict vegetarian.
No. Have you done that?
Well, I eat chicken.
What's not all that?
That's not vegetarian.
I'm not. I said I'm not strict. I eat chicken and
steaks.
Beef. Pork. Ate raw game. Did you ever eat? It's not dead yet.
No, you're
and
over
you eat it, and as you're eating it, their death throes are making you hungrier.
There's nothing.
That's better than a soybean.
Yeah, you're right.
Which sounds better, that or soybean?
Listen, some of the best meals I've had is that Mongolian thing over at Dahmer's on Wednesday night. Literally, we ate a Mongolian.
Did I tell you I ate a live fish in real life?
No.
Yeah, I was at a sushi restaurant, and the guy's like Japanese. Mm-hmm. And so I go, I eat just sashimi, like raw fish. Mm-hmm. I don't eat with rice or anything like that.
Yeah.
Am I trying to impress him? So he goes, eat raw, you eat live fish? I go, yeah. Even though I don't. And he goes,
never think he's going to call you on
yeah, and I go, plus it sounds kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I get you live fish. I go, thanks, man. Like I was an inside guy, and then he brought out a fish and hit it and knocked it out and put it on a stick. It was live. And that clears out a sushi bar. A lot of people, the girl I was in was barfing in a bathroom, and the only people interested was the guy, the Japanese sociopath guy, and all the Mexican help. They were all like looking like I'd eat it, and so I had to cut it. And then they leave the fish that's on the skeleton that looks like the one Sylvester found on a garbage thing. Mm-hmm. To move. It's moving and like a dead bobblehead, and you had to put water in its mouth to keep it alive so you could watch it die as you ate. It was a nice meal.
Jesus.
Now it is time for me to get famous through the computer. Trick shot videos are all over the internet. Millions of people have checked out the latest from 12-year-old Johnny Sullivan from Iowa.
I'm going to try to hit the jug off the pole. blindfolded.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, huh? No. And he got 250,000 hits. I can easily beat that, obviously. I went out this afternoon with a camera crew. You know what that means? Field piece. Hey, I'm going to make a viral video. Look at that American flag up there on the moon. That was very impressive until you realize one thing. It was fake. Let's do some real ones. In my next viral video, I'm going to have one of my writers come up, and I'm going to throw it to him. In a car. Remind me, I have to introduce myself to the writers. Blindfold throw to one receiver. Here we go, blindfold. Ready, set, hey! 1, 2, 3, 4. YouTube, call it MeTube. There's two important things to a trick shot. One, the trick shot itself, and two, the thing you say right after. Would you like a receipt with that? Bury me in baking soda. I'm on fire. Did it go in? It's about time. It's about space. It's about two men in the strangest place. Ah! My best catchphrase combined with my worst throw. Move over, baby with infectious laugh. Oh no! Oh, baby with infectious laugh will still be getting many more hits. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get one, or did we? With only 5 minutes left in the shoot and dusk coming at us, let's take a look at what happened. Watch this one. I bet you weren't expecting that one, God. That is going up on the computer right now, and we want to beat that little kid. We want 250,000 hits. The rest is up to you. Send us your trick shots, and don't waste any time if you don't have a great catchphrase to go with us. Back sports.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. I wish that you would come around.
That could go viral.
You made up. I may go viral. But you made up for the one before that.
That goes viral. Daniel Kellison makes a lot of money.
Off of my idea?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm single.
Get out there and get some new ass. You know what I'm saying? Huh? You done ran the other ass in the ground, right?
I don't want to talk about my wife like that.
You ran that ass in the ground and you're moving on, right?
Well, I didn't run any. We had a nice marriage for 2 years.
No, you ran that ass in the ground.
I
and
don't
moving the fuck
run
on.
people's ass in the ground.
All men do.
It's not a negative thing to run an ass in the ground. That's all.
You ran that shit in the ground like a rental car.
Great clip.
Let's see what it is. Marty Funkhauser on Curb Your Enthusiasm. What's happening with Curb Your Enthusiasm? They left for a year to do a movie?
Yeah.
That sounds odd.
I know it is odd, but...
Is that going to work?
I don't know. I hope we come back. I love that show so much, and people love it.
Oh, it's a great show.
How about the Palestinian chicken episode?
That was hilarious.
Was that the greatest?
That was the greatest.
When I'm sitting down there with that hubcap yarmulke on,
yeah,
and she's screaming anti-Semitic shit, and then he comes down like a lord.
While she's having sex.
Yes, and then he comes down and introduces her to me. Yeah. Martin, this is Sasha. Sasha's Martin. Oh, right. And then, of course, Larry David went on to do his own show.
Yeah.
Now, Larry David goes on, he does Curb Your Enthusiasm, and what do you think of that?
I love it. It's great.
And how is it different than Seinfeld?
Well, it's a whole, he created another place. What sometimes we call the good universe. He's got the good universe. You know, when Larry's show comes on, you're like, yeah, I like this place. I want to be there. It's like the mansion in Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, but I asked you to lunch, so...
You can't just grab the check if someone has the check, Larry. That is absurdly
Rosie,
rude.
I asked you to lunch.
No, it's
This is my pleasure.
No, it's
What are you
not.
doing?
It's my pleasure,
It's my pleasure.
Larry.
No.
It's my son.
Give me the check, Rosie.
Don't you be absurd.
This is Kelsey.
Oh, my
We just got her
6
months ago. Larry, Kelsey,
Kelsey,
Larry.
Yeah. Now, Larry, I don't know this, but they say it's improvisational.
Yeah.
So why not just write it out and why just make it up?
Well, when you have Larry on the show, I think this is a great line of questioning.
And don't you think Larry comes in with some jokes in his head? Is it all improvised and from Larry?
Well, I think he knows what the scene's about.
Yeah.
Why it's a funny scene.
Yeah.
And that is 90% of good sitcom writing is why are we even doing the scene? If you can answer that question with a funny sentence, you're on the right track. If the answer is, well, so he can meet the mother-in-law and then find out, no, that's not funny. But we learned over the years, if you can answer that question, why are they in this bowling alley? What's the reason? It better be something funny. And then the jokes will sit on that. But if it's, well, it'll be funny when, no.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it. Poison my.
What is your best joke?
I mean, the punchline is
it's all right.
Cunt is in the sink.
It's okay. That's the joke.
That's all I know. That's all I got.
You just wrecked. 4 people are sitting on a park bench.
That's nice.
P.S. Your cunt is in the sink.
Okay, you told your joke. Let's go.
How good is that?
It surprised me. It surprised me. I had no idea it would be that revolting.
Norm, let me ask you something. Seriously, what do you do for fun? Like, name one thing you do for fun.
For fun?
For fun. Like, I'm going to have some fun tonight
I've got
or today.
nothing to do today. Here's what I'm going to do.
Is it spend money? It's not go
Golf.
shopping. You don't decorate the place. What do you do?
I guess the only thing I do is I like to read sometimes.
You're lying.
I do. That's what I mean. That makes me.
Do you
feel
play video games? Do you play cards? Do you
Solitaire?
I read a lot of Mark Twain.
There's only so much Mark Twain, and
it's
you're
not much actually.
Yeah.
I'm reading letters from Hawaii now, something I've never read before. But I read I read a lot of literature. And
Do you go to movies?
I reread it a lot. No.
Great. Now that you are an author, can you tell us a little bit about your favorite books?
Well, my favorite books of all time?
Favorite books in general, all time?
My favorite book is Search for Lost Time. My favorite American book is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I love Russian literature, and that's what I read mostly. Just the standard stuff. I don't like Dostoevsky, but I like the actual good writers.
So yeah, my brother still has it. If you see turkey coops going down the road, if you see birds going down the road, most likely came from Tipton, Missouri, those crates.
That's where you're from, Missouri.
Yeah.
Mark Twain country.
2 fathoms here.
Say again now? Is that a Mark Twain quote?
That's what Mark Twain, Mark II. Mark Twain.
Oh, that's
Mark
where
Twain.
That's where the word Mark Twain came from.
Got it.
On the riverboat.
2 fathoms here.
Yes, sir. You know his real name?
Samuel.
Ellen Claiborne.
No, I don't.
Or something like that, right?
He had it. Sam Clemens.
Samuel Clemens. You ever read any of his work?
Mark Twain?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the United States, it's required reading in grade school.
Well, sir, my son went to a school here in Los Angeles, California. And I don't like when they teach great writers minor work. I want to teach them the best work. Right? Yeah. So I went to the teacher and I said, why are you teaching my son Tom Sawyer when Huckleberry Finn,
Life on the Mississippi,
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, drawing dust on the shelf behind you. Oh, it's because it's racist. It's racist. It's the least racist book ever. It's anti-racist.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious, the ignorance of people.
Well, what happened to the rest of the story? That was it? She said we can't do that and that's it?
She said the next thing we're going to do is Toni. We're going to study Toni Morrison, and she's rad.
Wow.
This is a private school that I'm paying a lot of money for.
Yeah, I get you.
Feelings flowing up and down, picking up the pieces that you left behind, hitting a new type of flow, breathing in the smoke and clearing up my mind. The thoughts of you, I never knew what the hell you got me into. What do you mean?
Now listen, Dennis. Have you heard about this Huckleberry Finn thing?
I heard something about they wanted to take the N-word out, right?
Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to bring it up before I forgot, and then we'll get on to my my project.
All right. Do you have any observation on it, any tweak on it, or just the cognizance of the fact that they want to?
No, well, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't the whole thing.
No.
I thought you were going to go like, well, how so, or something.
Tell us more, Norm.
Why don't you
I feel it's a thorny issue.
Yeah,
I'll tell
me
you why.
too. Why, Norm?
Well, you got Mark Twain, and you're talking about. I mean, for those of you who don't know, what I'm talking about. They've taken out the N-word, out of many of the books of Huckleberry Finn.
Norm, they've taken out.
And so you got a thorny issue that I think I have a solution to. Do you want to hear it?
Oh man, never anything more.
Well, the thorny issue is this.
Yeah.
You don't want to take, Mark Twain, one of the greatest writer ever to brush paper with ink, and change his words, for God's sake. On the other side of the coin, you don't want to have a young African American boy in school, hearing that word out loud and causing him pain. So it's a thorny issue. But I figure it this way. You've read Huckleberry Finn.
You are so splendidly demented. Yeah, I've read it.
You know it's written in the first person by Huckleberry Finn.
Yes, I do.
And you know it includes the N-word.
Yes.
Therefore, you just change Huckleberry Finn to a black kid.
And it's like a rap song at that point, right?
Exactly. Everything's cool.
Visitors to New York's Times Square this winter are in for a bit of a surprise. Crazy people will be shooting at them. Well, New Yorkers were asked in a recent survey what they thought of the new slicked-back hairdo Princess Di displayed on a recent trip to the city. 38% of New Yorkers approved, 45% disapproved, and 17% said, "You stopped me for this? Now I'm going to shoot you." Well, crime is down nearly 20% in New York City, with only 384 murders so far this year. Only 384? If you ask me, that's still 307 too many. That's right. Finally in the news, what is America's most honest city? To find out, a team of sociologists left 10 wallets filled with cash on the street in various urban centers. In Atlanta, 7 of the wallets were returned. In Seattle, 9 of the wallets were returned. But not surprisingly, in New York City, only 1 of the wallets was returned. Empty and shoved up some dead guy's ass. Well, after a 15-year absence, the New York Yankees are back in the World Series. And some New Yorkers have come up with a novel way of snagging those hard-to-come-by tickets. Murdering guys with tickets and stealing them. Police in New York investigating the deranged homeless man who attacked a girl with a hypodermic needle have made a shocking discovery. He's Mickey Rourke.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind. And still in line.
Everybody's bringing up these licenses for illegals and that they need to have them. And my question is, where are they getting the license plates? Obviously, we're letting them register vehicles without licenses. And in this day of car bombs and stuff, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Thank you, Dan from Boise. Norm, what's your feeling?
Well, I know that the New York Governor Spitzer, I'm trying to get to learn things, but he doesn't want to issue licenses to illegal immigrants, you know, and I don't know how the hell you're going to get a cab in New York City anymore. I mean, it's hard enough, you know, for me especially, as a black man.
No, but listen, man, I'm not afraid of no monsters, you know. We spend, when you think about it, man, we spend most of our adult life petrified of monsters, you know. And I'm just coming to I'm saying enough, man, you know. I'm not gonna live under the tyranny of these monsters that walk among us, you know. If they get me, they get me. And some of them I don't even know what's so scary about them. Like now they got a movie I've seen, Wolfman, you know, which is very scary, right? A Wolfman, you know, they got a movie, and it's like a werewolf. I think it's exactly the same. I'm not sure. I haven't studied it close enough. But I believe, like, if a wolf man came at you and stuff, you went, werewolf, people wouldn't go, it's a wolf man, you idiot. But my point is this. I am not afraid of a wolf man or a werewolf because when you think about what they are, they're half man and half wolf. So therefore, I am only half afraid of them as I am of a wolf. And there's no movie called The Wolf. See, if you got a wolf man, half the time he's a man. You can reason with him. Yeah? You can sit down, have a cheese sandwich. But a wolf, man, you can't reason with a wolf. A wolf only wants to eat you. So I'm not afraid of a werewolf. I'm not afraid of ghosts. They don't scare me, you know? Not at all. I mean, I don't want to say I'm invulnerable to fear, but they simply don't frighten me. You know? First of all, what do? You know, they just go which that's not that scary to me. Yeah? And then they're invisible. They're like and you're like, what? You're invisible. You can put your hand through them. That kind of a person never frightens me. You know the kind of guys that frighten me? You ever meet those guys where you can't put your hand through them? I don't care for those fellas. But when I can put my hand through them, doesn't scare me in the least. This is how unscary they are. I was at a hotel a couple of weeks ago. In the lobby, they were saying they were bragging about there was a ghost in the hotel. You know, how scary can that be? You know what I mean? They're like, every night, Mary with the blue dress. That was her nickname. She was murdered, and she hangs around the bed. You know what I mean? And she'll come over, and so beware, because Mary with the blue dress. Which was her nickname, which was an odd nickname, because you'd think her nickname would be Mary the Ghost. You know. When they came time to pick out her nickname, you know, I think they were like, They go, hey, what do you notice about Mary that makes her distinctive? We got to come up with a nickname for her. I know she wear a lot of blue dresses. She seems to have an affinity toward blue dresses. You're talking about Mary, right? The transparent lady? So I would call her Mary the ghost. And anyways. And all they seem to do is complain, these ghosts. You ever notice that? And I was like, I can't. Everything's wrong. They're never happy or nothing, you know? They're like, I have to, something bad happened to me. And if I don't get it cleared up, I have to travel all through the world in pain and sorrow, you know? And then I'm like, well, I do too. What the hell? At least you get to walk through walls and stuff. You get to do cool stuff. I think I'll have some more water. I love water.
He's been called the greatest weekend update anchor ever. Of course, that was a clip from
As you
Saturday
can tell
Night
from
Live.
That's so funny in that clip.
The Norm Show, you've seen him there. You've also seen him in movies and stand-up comedy. He is in Salt Lake City this morning. Tonight he's performing, but first you stopped by our show. Thank you.
Thank
Norm
you,
MacDonald's
Lisa.
here, everybody.
You guys have a nice audience.
You're a guy that stays up
I like
late.
those two ladies right there.
Oh, lucky girls. You're a guy not used to being up this early, so we
No,
really
it's
do
really
appreciate
early. Yeah, sorry I didn't dress up, but they told me I was going to do radio all morning.
I know he gets here, he was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you said Scruff,
Scruff is in. It looks like it's deliberate. I have to tell you the funniest story. Just last season, we were up in Deer Valley with some friends, and we had met somebody who looked just like you.
Yeah.
And so the whole time we're there, his nickname was Norm.
Yeah.
And so when we'd go out and we'd be skiing, we kind of used it to our advantage.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, oh, don't you recognize me? I'm Norm MacDonald. He was really flattered, and we told him that too, by the way. So we used it to our advantage all the time. And now meeting you in person, you guys are eerie. You and Mark Warren look identical.
feels like she knows you
I feel like I know
She's
you.
hung out with
Yeah.
you lots.
More than once.
Did you have a crush on him or something?
I'm going to take the Fifth Amendment on that one.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He enjoyed it. We'll just put it that way.
What?
He enjoyed it.
What?
He enjoyed the posterity.
We have
He
enjoyed.
enjoyed what?
He was just excited when we told him.
He
looked
pretended
like
he was
Norm
you.
Macdonald.
The whole, they got free food.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do people approach you all the time? I mean, do you get recognized a lot?
Sometimes I get recognized by my voice because I have a weird voice. So people will go like, oh, yeah, like, I recognize your voice. And then they'll do an impression of me, and they'll go, I can do a perfect impression of you. And I go, okay, let's hear it. And then they go, and I sound like
And is that flattering?
No. You know when I do my show? Do you mind if I put my arm around you?
No, I was going to say, apparently it feels like he's known you for a long time, too.
No, when I do my show, like, there's something wrong with my voice, I think, because people always think I've never drank. Well, when I was young, I drank. That's not true. But I've never done drugs in my life, and I've drank like a little tiny bit of alcohol when I was young. But people always think I'm either drunk or on drugs because of my voice. And so, like, I'd almost rather be like that because now I think there's something wrong with my brain or something.
Well, I think you're funny. I think
Do
you're
you
a
think
funny
do you
guy.
think I sound like impaired?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't.
Oh, thank
I'm going
you.
to take the Fifth again.
What?
Just kidding. Were you born
Scruff
funny?
is in.
Scruff is in.
Scruff is in. I want to know who.
Incoherent and Scruff is in.
You're in.
You've worked with really funny people.
Yeah. I work with
Who do
great
you
guys.
think is funny? Like, who do you love?
Good question.
Right now, or who I worked with?
Either.
The guy I worked with that was the funniest was Chris Farley.
Oh, yeah.
By a million miles. He was like, he could,
All the time funny.
yeah, just everyone was laughing, like, and he's one of those guys get anyone, like a dumb person or a smart person or an old person or a little kid or anybody. He could get people that didn't like him to laugh.
So it was really nice. Where are you guys all looking?
Oh, like there's a picture of you two
Oh,
together.
look at that.
And you were in a movie together too.
Except that's not Chris Farley, but it's a picture.
Wasn't that him? Yeah, it was.
No, just another fat guy.
My favorite Chris Farley is the fat guy in a little coat.
That was the funniest. He used to always do that at the show. That's why they put it in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He'd always do it at the show. And David would get really mad at him.
David Spade.
Yeah, because he'd always find David's coat.
Oh.
And then he'd come into the room
And
go,
rip
"Fat
that
guy," and it would always rip, and David would chase him and stuff, and he'd always do this. Because David always wore like cool jackets to get girls around.
Did it work?
Behind the scenes of that.
I know.
Yeah, David gets girls like crazy.
Heather Locklear.
Yeah, like insanely
Name one.
beautiful
It's
girls.
because funny guys are attractive.
Yeah.
Funny's hot.
You've done a lot of
Yeah.
impressions. Funny.
Most
Look at him.
awkward
He's like,
come
really?
on I've ever heard in my life.
I want to hear about your impressions, especially Burt
do?
Reynolds.
What?
Yes,
What?
I mean, because you've impersonated some pretty
Yeah.
famous people.
Yeah.
David Letterman.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite person to impersonate?
Then you'll want me to do
I
it.
do.
Yeah,
want
yeah,
you
you
to
have
do
to do
it.
it.
That is the next question.
You knew that was coming.
It's a tease. Then people can go see it
Oh,
tonight.
okay. I guess I'd have to say Richard Nixon.
Oh, let's see it.
No.
Oh, come on. You can't tease it
I
like
was just
that.
joking. Nobody wants to see Richard Nixon.
I don't. Do Burt Reynolds.
I love Burt Reynolds.
See, Burt Reynolds talks like very. He'll just go like, it's gonna sound bad, no matter
No,
what.
we're still excited. Don't worry.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are good guys. It's just like that. It's lame.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was it. I told you.
You're Norm
I
MacDonald.
told you.
Did that just happen?
See, it helps if you put a Burt Reynolds mask on. That always helps the impression. Yeah, if they fix you up so you look exactly like Burt Reynolds, it really helps the impression.
Okay, so tonight at Wise Guys, will you be doing?
No, I don't do
No.
impressions.
You know, no.
No, I don't do impressions.
What do you
Just
talk
on
about?
Saturday Night Live, like they need somebody to do something, so I go, okay, I can try to do that guy.
So tonight at Wise Guys, what will you be doing? What can people expect
I'll
when
just
they come
talk-
to see you?
You gonna do a weekend update?
No, I don't think I think I'm just going to disappoint people now
Stop.
He's
No,
going to
I'm just gonna
pretend
do-
like
I'm just
he's
gonna
Nisha the
talk.
Gehring.
I'm just going to talk because I did stand up like before anything else. So so I don't know who I would compare it to. Like Bill Cosby, that was my stand up.
I love Bill Cosby.
You do? Oh, okay. So
Dad is great.
yeah.
Gives us chocolate cake.
I'm
That's
sad
good.
that we have to wrap up, Norm. Can
Yeah,
you
it
hang
was
out?
fun.
Can you go into the kitchen
What?
with us or anything?
What are you
Or
doing in the kitchen?
We cook. Believe it or not.
And it's prairie cornbread. It's like a Utah. You need to have that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Wise
let's
Guys,
see.
everybody, he's going to be there tonight. You can go to smithpicks.com or wiseguyscomedy.com for tickets. There's all the information on your screen
on the
tonight.
computer.
8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, go to our website,
www.
abc4.com. There you go. Throw that in there, too.
You can tell he's a weekend update guy. And you remember on Wednesday when we did Raised Gardens with Joy, we're doing part 2 when we come back.
Well, of course, you watch the real news here on ABC4, but if you were ever interested in the fake news, that would be this man right here. Norm MacDonald is back, and we are talking about all of his stints that he's done on TV, movies, his comedy show that's coming up to Ogden this weekend or tonight. So, Norm, first of all, how many years did you do the fake news on Saturday Night Live? About 5 seasons?
2.5, 3.
And it's stuck. I mean, isn't that what people know you most when, they see you out in public?
Yeah, they mostly know that.
I didn't know you were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh yeah, I was on that show.
You could have won $1 million.
I saw that.
I won $500,000, but I didn't get to keep it. I had to give it to a charity.
Darn it.
What charity did you give it to?
I gave it to, I always wanted to meet Paul Newman. So it turns out he has this great charity for sick children. And I thought, hey, this fits in perfectly with my desire to meet Paul Newman. So I gave all the money to his sick children in order to meet him.
Did you get to meet him?
No.
No?
He sent me a letter, but then I felt guilty, like that I'd given all this money to sick children only to meet Paul Newman. So I talked it over with my Lord, and I decided it was a venal thing I had done.
Well, you had good intentions, and maybe because...
No, I had bad intentions, but I ended up with
good action.
I had good result. I had a good result, and then I didn't pay off on my bad intentions, so it turned out it was all right.
All right, so you're back. You got to do Wise Guys last time you were in Utah, last time you were on the show, and Utahns were like, woo, Norm.
Yeah, they went crazy, man. I found myself a beautiful, 3 beautiful wives when I was here.
Good. I'm glad we could do that for you.
Do you do a lot of Utah humor?
No, I
do you
just
add
read,
that into your show?
No,
while
I
you're
just
here?
was reading in the paper today. It said polygamist charged with sex crime, and when I was young, it would be a man charged with polygamy. You know what I mean? So we've come a long way.
Utah's a changing.
You'd think if you were a polygamist, you wouldn't have time for any other stuff.
Yeah, you'd be a busy guy.
You are busy.
So with your show at Wise Guys tonight, do you focus mostly on impressions, or is it you feed off the audience? What can people expect
I
when
just
they come
talk
to the show tonight?
I just talk to the audience and whatever's going on in the. I'll probably go home and watch the TV and see what news is going on. I'll probably listen to you guys, find out what news is going on, so I can talk about it tonight and figure it out.
Do you ever get stumped standing up there, like you don't know what direction to go next?
Oh yeah, I blank out all the time. Like I talk for a while, you know, and everything's going well, and then all of a sudden nothing is in my head except for a big jelly roll, like when I dream of jelly rolls. You guys like jelly rolls?
They're good, yeah. Yeah, but don't dream about them.
Yeah, I know. I went to a psychiatrist once. I think he thought I was a moron, but he goes, can you describe your dreams for me? I'm like, I dream about jelly rolls. He goes, what else? I go, that's it. And he was like, what? He made like a weird face that a psychiatrist is not supposed to make.
So
You
did
know
you
you're in
eat
trouble.
jelly rolls as a kid, or that's like your favorite treat now?
No, it's like, it brings me great peace. Like right now, if I close my eyes, jelly rolls will start floating in front of the back of my eyelids.
Okay, close your eyes. Think
All right.
jelly rolls while we talk about where you are tonight, Friday. It is Wise Guys Comedy in West Valley. So you're close by. How are the jelly rolls going? They floating?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Good.
What flavor is
Good.
it? Strawberry?
No.
Raspberry?
Oh, there's always raspberry jelly rolls.
Raspberry. Friday, November 6th, 8 and 10. And you're not here tomorrow night, right? Just tonight? So
No, I'm just going to be here tonight.
Catch you while you're here.
Pardon me?
So get tickets and get there tonight.
Or not. Whatever you like.
Oh. I'm trying to help you out, Norm. I'm selling it for you.
No, but I don't want people to, you know, listen, I don't want people to show up at my show if their great aunt has walking pneumonia.
That's probably
she'll
good
survive.
advice. It's okay.
Nah, stay with your great aunt. Give her the love, you know. I'll
Well,
be
with swine
fine.
flu going around, you may not have an audience if you keep up that. So, all right.
I'll be fine.
All right, so check out Norm tonight at Wise Guys in West Valley.
Thanks, Norm. All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Up next, we are talking how to get your lawn looking green in the spring with Joy. We'll be right back.
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Why would I say that? I'm deeply closeted.
No, but that means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy.
Oh, this book will reveal much.
If this were a memoir,
Yeah,
I would put juicy things from my own life.
right. Like what kind of things would you put in there that nobody knows?
Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? I mean, that's, you're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted. I'm as straight as an arrow.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay. On your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity.
I'm not one to take charity.
I'm saying I sucked him off. You don't know I'm a secret homosexual, do you?
No, I saw that actually. Deeply, according to you, a deeply, deeply closeted homosexual is what you said. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I can't believe you.
Feelings flowing up and down, picking up the pieces that you left behind, hitting a new type of flow, breathing in the smoke and clearing up my mind. The thoughts of you, I never knew what the hell you got me in.
You know your own name, you see it in popular culture used, you know, and Norm is always like, I noticed this ever since I was a kid. When I was very young, there was a show called Peyton Place with Ryan O'Neal as a sexy brother. Norm is, you know, deeply closeted man.
Guy goes into a dentist's office. Yeah. Dentist said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "I think I'm a moth."
A moth?
A moth. He said, "What?" "I think I'm a moth." He said, "Well, you have mental problems. You need to go see a psychiatrist." He said, "I know." He said, "You're in a dentist's office." He said, "I know." He said, "What are you doing here? Why did you come here?" He said, "The light was on."
That's a good joke.
It's a great one.
Hey, what about this? Super Dave has been on the phone with me.
Super Dave
backstage.
Osborne?
The great Super Dave Osborne.
Yes, yes.
And he's been on the phone while I'm trying to get ready to come out here.
Yes,
he keeps phoning me.
That's what he does.
And he goes,
"This is what you do. You walk out. You're wearing a pompadour. You just look at Jimmy. You don't say a thing for 5 minutes."
This is why we never invite him back anymore.
He says, "Let me ask you a question. It's 4th down and 1. You're at the 1 yard line. You have the choice. You can head it to O.J. Simpson, Jim Brown, or Emmett Smith." I'd go with Rosie O'Donnell. Then you got Kirstie Alley in the hole and Wendy O. Williams behind her. Wendy O. Williams is the...
Wendy O. Williams? He's a punk singer or something, right?
No, I think he meant Wendy Williams, but he said,
Wendy O. Williams is the lone second.
Yeah, I think he was a little confused.
The speech I want you to do for me is a speech from The Godfather, where he goes to the guy that ends up with the horse's head, and he says, "Put Johnny Fontaine in this picture," and then the old guy starts saying why Johnny Fontaine will never be in this picture.
You want me to do that right now?
You remember that speech?
I remember, but I don't remember it well enough to do it. Sean
can
will do
we
it.
find the
Seen
text?
The Godfather.
What?
I've never seen The Godfather.
Can we find the text on the computer?
Bravo, why do you want me
Let's
to do
it, man?
You want me to act with you?
Are you getting it?
He's getting it now.
Norm
Why are you
Theater.
teasing this?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break and we'll do The Godfather.
Classic morning radio.
Yeah, The Godfather moment. And we have to do it as character.
Yeah, I'll be
Super
Robert
Dave
Duvall.
Osborne. Oh, no, okay, never mind. We'll do that.
I'll do it as Super Dave.
And I'll do it as Super Dave.
And you do,
I'll be Fuji.
But you remember the guy, right?
Oh, I know who you're talking
He's
about.
like,
He's the one pissed off about Johnny Fontaine
really
ever working.
possessed. Yeah,
I know that one. I just don't remember the speech
What a-
well enough.
oh, it was a
Why are we
great
doing
speech.
this?
Oh, it's so fun.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I'll
it
be
is.
Super Dave instead of Robert Duvall.
Can I also be Super Dave, though?
No, you have to.
We can't be
commit.
combating Super. I have to commit to this
Yeah,
character.
you have to
All right,
commit,
we'll do
man.
it.
Where
Nor's
are you
going to
going? He
reenact.
has to
Oh,
smoke.
Sean's done. He doesn't
The
want to see
future's
this.
gone.
It's
Oh, you want-
98.
It's over.
97.9. 98.
Zippy Phoenix. Now it's just getting deep in here. We're
Well,
talking philosophies and ice ages.
What's happening? It was cold back then.
Norm MacDonald is joining us today with his manservant Sean O'Connor, the future of comedy.
Yeah, baby.
Who will soon have plastic surgery to be Norm, look like Norm.
I knew I should have wore a shirt.
It's the gold lame
It's a radio joke.
I really. And for whatever reason, I quoted "No Country for Old Men," and now you want to do a scene from The Godfather.
Yeah, but I think we should set it up.
Yeah, you go ahead. This is your thing. You direct. No,
I've
Sean,
never
you
seen
say-
The Godfather.
I've never seen The Godfather.
I've seen every American Pie, though.
Is this one of those moments where you get in the car and you say, "I can't believe I made that guy do that"?
No, now listen. We got to set this up.
Okay.
We all remember the big scene in The Godfather was the guy wakes up with the horse's head.
Satin sheets.
Sure.
Yes. You should set this up.
Is that the offer he can't refuse? Is a horse's head?
Yeah.
The sheets.
Really?
Yeah, that's the kind of the first.
It's kind of the first one. He's trying to.
So set it up.
He unfolds the one.
Yeah. Let's
sheet
set up
thinking-
this scene here. Johnny Fontaine is a lounge singer, sort of loosely based on Sinatra.
Yeah.
Who the Godfather wants to put in this movie, but the movie producer refuses. We don't know why. Right?
Right.
I'm setting it up.
That's right. You're doing a great job.
Keep doing it.
And then, so they send the consigliere, Tom Hagen, played by Robert Duvall, to go and visit this guy and try to talk him into
getting Johnny in the car.
Yeah. So Tom Hagen,
But
who's
Johnny's
played
not
by-
having any of it.
Tom Hagen's played by Robert Duvall, and Jack Woltz plays the producer. But
Right.
in this,
Nobody knows who that guy is.
in this, we're doing now. I have to do.
You're the producer because this is your idea,
wanted you to
and
do
you're
it.
doing it as Super Dave Osborne.
As Super Dave, yeah.
I'll be doing Tom Hagen as Liam Neeson.
Okay, as Liam
Is that
Neeson.
right?
Okay.
Because he improv.
Yeah, because he's a big improv. Ready? Are you ready? All right, here we go. Mr. Corleone is Johnny Fontaine's grandfather. Now Italians regard that as a very close.
Wow,
very
that's
sacred
good.
relationship. Cut. You can't say that.
Take two, cut.
You already knew how to do them.
Well, that wasn't just going to wing one.
Oh, okay.
You know how to
I'm
do
sorry.
Super
I'm
Dave,
sorry.
right? You're not
I'm
just
sorry.
throwing
I'm
this
sorry.
out for
I'm
the
sorry.
first time.
All right,
that's
take
right.
two.
It's not like I said I was going to do Paula Dean and then
Okay.
give it a try.
Hey, there's butter in
I have
there.
to go again? All right, here we
Yeah.
go. All right, take two. Try not to compliment me so much.
Okay.
Mr. Corleone is Johnny Fontaine's grandfather. Now Italians regard that as a very close, very sacred religious relationship.
You tell your boss he can do.
You know what?
This isn't going as well as I'd hoped.
Tell your boss he can ask for anything else, but this is one favor I can't grant him.
Mr. Corleone never asks for a second favor. Once he's refused the first. Understood?
You don't understand. Johnny Fontaine never gets that movie. That part is perfect for him. It'll make him a big star. But I'm going to run him out of the movies, and let me tell you why. Johnny Fontaine ruined one of Woltz's International's most valuable protégés. For 3 years, we had her under contract. Singing lessons, dancing lessons, acting lessons. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was going to make her a big star. And let me be even more frank. Because I want to show you I'm not a hard-hearted man. That it's not all dollars and cents with me. She was beautiful. She was young and she was innocent. She was the greatest piece of ass I've ever had. And I've had them all over the world. And then Johnny Fontaine comes along with his olive oil voice and his giddy charm. And she runs off. She throws it all away just to make me look ridiculous. And a man in my position cannot afford to be made to look ridiculous. Now you get the hell out of here. And if that Goomba tries any rough stuff, you tell him I ain't no band leader. Yeah, that's right, I heard the story.
Thank you very much for the dinner and a very pleasant evening. Have your car take me to the airport. Mr. Corleone is a man who insists on hearing bad news at once.
Wow, excellent.
And sing.
Amazing. That was great.
Impressions are much easier to do in small chunks. That's what we've learned.
That's why I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, damn,
you
man,
did
you
this
gave me
scene. You tried to give it to me.
It's like a 5-minute thing. I didn't know you
That's
talked
your
so
thing.
long.
You did
This
great,
was your
Norm.
scene.
It's awesome.
All right, now monologues.
You ever do a monologue?
Oh, it's awful.
Huh?
Just can't stand them. High school they used to
Yeah,
make us read those awful monologues.
He did 14 verses of the farter from Sparta.
That was a great. I wrote it.
It's been a while, and I still like the way you look at me.
I'm excited. Hey, Giants. So much. Have a seat, Norm.
Wow.
You've been so nice of you to stop by, and you.
Well, I want to drop by, show my respects, you know.
Well, you know, for you to bring a basket commemorating sort of the tough situation I'm in is really nice.
Yeah. Well, that's not what that is.
Well, what is this basket for?
Oh, this is an older basket. I procrastinate, as you know, and this is a basket I got you back in June.
Wait a minute. Norm, you've had this basket since June?
Yeah.
I've seen you. You've been on the show like 3 times. Why didn't you ever give me the basket?
I keep forgetting it. But I wanted you to know I bought it. It was $60, and I wouldn't open it. I think it would smell. Well, there's a card also.
Yeah, I see that. It says congrats on it. That's terrific.
Well, I don't know if can I read it?
Yeah, why not?
Congratulations, Conan, on finally securing your place as permanent host of The Tonight Show. That's something they can never take away from you. It is perhaps the shrewdest programming decision ever made by the NBC Brain Trust. Sure, the pressure is on, but if I know you, Conan O'Brien, miserable failure is not an option. You are the new king of late night.
Thank you.
Long live the king. Thank you.
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer.
It's stunning how Jay Leno outfoxed you again.
Yeah, he's good.
I know. You think, like, everybody's like, oh, I'm Jay Leno. They do the voice and everything. Meanwhile, he's the shrewdest guy. He outfoxed. You're in good company. He outfoxed Johnny Carson. David Letterman. Every 10 years, some redheaded rube shows up. So that's the phone call you got.
Yeah.
Your agent's like, there's good news and bad news. You are doing The Tonight Show. It's true. Mm-hmm. But remember that discussion where you said, I'll never have to follow Leno again?
Yeah.
Do you have a team? Do you have a rooting interest in football?
Yeah. I have a team I very much like. It used to be Denver because this is an interesting thing that happened. I never liked Peyton Manning. I don't know why, but I just didn't.
Are you a Brady guy, or are you just an anti-Peyton guy?
No, I just for some reason didn't like Peyton. I didn't like that Eli. I really didn't like that Eli was drafted by Seattle and said, no, I'm going somewhere else. I'm like, what? You're allowed to do that?
Elway did that to Baltimore.
That's right. He did. You're right. So I said, so anyways, but Peyton Manning one time, I was in a hotel in New York and I was leaving it and Peyton Manning was coming in and he walked up to me and he said, hi, I'm a big fan. Peyton Manning? You know, like he said his own name as if he needed to. And I liked him. That's how shallow I am. A guy likes me, and then I like him.
Well, you know he was there that night.
What night?
At Radio City Music Hall.
Oh, well, you're right.
He was a young...
he was really young.
Yeah, he was super young. He's one of the awkward cutaways that you always get.
Right, because I remember looking and going, wow, is that him? Because I saw just recently... And another guy that hated me was Bill Bradley.
Well, I mean, he even if he liked you, he couldn't show that he liked you. He's in politics. You know how that goes.
Exactly. But no, my team is the Seattle Seahawks because I love Russell, you know. But I'll tell you this, man, I love Chip Kelly. I really love Chip Kelly. I don't like Cap.
Not in the NFL?
Pardon me?
You like Chip Kelly in the NFL?
Yeah,
Really?
I do, yeah. I think it's crazy to fire him because I just love that, you know, exciting, super fast offense. I think it's such a great idea if it's perfected, but they never give him long enough, you know? Because a team that's almost like, you know, it's almost like in basketball, the triangle offense, if that even exists or is anything. But to do it that fast, that, you know, almost no huddle speed, you know, for the entire game. It takes a while, you know, for everybody to get comfortable with it, but you'd think once they got comfortable with it, they just crush everybody.
Everybody gets comfortable but your defense that keeps having to go out there
like, oh my God.
for 40 minutes.
That's very true.
I feel like you should get extra money if you play 40 minutes in a 60-minute game, you know.
That's very true.
That's spoken like a comedian. Hey, if I'm doing more time, you got to break up the money.
Right. Remember when Baltimore's defense was so dominant and they were, you know, they'd just be moving around like ready to go with Ray Lewis in front, and God, that must have instilled such fear.
They used to play a lot of time because their offense couldn't stay on the field.
No,
so they regularly would do 40 minutes.
Right. And I guess it'll be interesting. You know, I keep hearing Denver being written off, but you know, they won with Peyton throwing 10-yard passes, and then, you know, they got to the playoffs with Tebow and they won a game.
Yeah, I mean, look, the defense for the last couple of years has shown the ability to finish, even whatever is going on the offensive side of the ball. So, I don't know if that's going to be true of Seattle. Because you just dropped the game to the Rams, who looked like
that was kind of crazy. Yeah.
Division I AA in Week 1. They had no business winning in Week 2, but you know.
I know. I had them in. I somehow survived my my pool because the first week my suicide. I have a suicide pool for a lot of money, and I had Seattle Week 1. And I had Baltimore.
You took Seattle in Week 1.
Well, Week 1 is so bizarre.
No faith in your team. No faith in them to go far.
Wait, no. I took Seattle to win.
No, I know, but you saved the good team.
Yeah, I know, but I was told that you have to win. I've never played a suicide pool.
Okay.
So I said, I had this whole, you know, I looked at the entire year and I had it all figured out. And then my friend said, no, everybody tries that and then they lose right away. So he goes, you gotta survive. That's the whole thing. And then you think strategy later.
No.
But I just creeped by with Seattle, and then last week I had Baltimore.
Oh, so, okay. And, that was a good week to take Baltimore.
I was down 20-2 when I turned on the TV. I woke up late.
I don't think you want Baltimore the rest of the year after the way they looked in the first half.
Oh, my God. And then I said to my kid, how did they get a safety? And then they got no other points. And he said, no, they ran back a missed field goal. Which,
anything can happen when Cleveland's playing.
I know, that's true.
Anything can happen.
That's absolutely true.
Now, kind of like you, is one of the things you talk about in your book is gambling.
Yes, sir.
Like you, I don't drink and I don't smoke or any of that stuff anymore. I'm on the bench. I did it once upon a time, but it went bad.
Me too.
So, will you recommend gambling? Because I need a vice. I feel like I need something in my life.
No. I wouldn't recommend gambling. No. It's a lot of fun. And you don't hurt yourself physically, except your nerves and stuff. But there was one type of gambling that was so crazy. It was called lightning, and it only works on over-under bets, you know, total bets. But you do it in basketball. So let's say the total was 180. So you bet so many dollars per point, you know. So let's say you bet, if you're crazy, $1,000 a point. So you start $180,000 down, you know, and then every 2 points they get, you go. So
whoa!
But
who does this?
So every basket, you know, your heart's racing. Every missed basket. But once it hits 180, then it's $2,000 per basket. you know? So then you're like in a dreamland. And then if it hits overtime, you're like, oh my God. So that's the craziest thing of it. Cause right from the first whistle, everything's important, you know? But,
you can't do that with like a J.R. Smith game or anything like that.
No. I have learned with professional football, which seems like the easiest thing to predict, I think is the hardest thing to predict. I think baseball is the easiest thing to predict in gambling, because baseball is a game of streaks. Like, for instance, Kirk Gibson's home run. You know, here's the Dodgers playing Oakland. You know, a much superior team, and Kirk Gibson hits a home run. And what game does he hit the home run in?
Game
1.
Was that game 1?
Yeah.
I thought it was the series decided.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
so he's out there pumping his fists in game 1?
Yeah.
You don't pump your fist in game 1.
That's what's amazing about baseball.
I didn't know that.
So it was just assumed that they would win because of this dramatic thing that happened in game 1, and sure of all, they did.
And Bill Buckner as well. A lot of people think that was game 7.
I know, they do. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And also, if you go when Boston beat the Yankees when they were down 3-0 and they won 4 in a row, and then they won 4 straight after that to beat St. Louis or whoever was the National League champ. So if you get on a streak during the regular season in baseball, you can run that streak, whether it's a winning streak or a losing streak, for a lot.
See, I find basketball to be the most difficult because the final score is the most arbitrary. Because the final score in basketball has a weak correlation to how the game went. Like, you could blow a team out and beat them by 7 because garbage time. You know what I mean?
Right. You're always telling your friends, no, it was different than the ticker looks.
Yeah.
You know, and you got a bunch of scrubs in there, and or it's a close game, and then suddenly it's fouled, and all of a sudden they win by 14, or it's a tie game, and then they win by 9 in overtime. You know what I mean? It's anything. Any crazy thing can happen.
Now, are you out of the game now?
I say football is the hardest because the ball's not round. And to me, a round ball going in a round hoop or putting a round ball going into a hole is more predictable than a weird shaped ball that can do anything. Like, once it bounces off a guy's chest and goes in the air, and then it's bouncing on and the weirdest thing is 20 guys jump on the ball in a big pile, dog pile.
And they're squeezing each other underneath there also.
Because technically,
holding each other.
Whoever, if you had a camera that looked through people, technically the guy that's on the bottom of that pile holding the ball, touching the ground, covered with human beings, is the one that possesses the ball, but he's never the one that ends up with it.
No.
It's the big giant guy.
It's whoever has the least nerves below the waist.
Exactly.
In their extremities.
Exactly. Which it seems like athletes have that I could never. You see a boxing and a guy takes it right below the belt and he shakes it off in a minute. Like, I would be throwing up in the corner for like an hour and a half, I never knew there was such a thing as a person that could work in comedy. Like, I thought, I had seen The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. We got it rarely in Canada, but we got it. And I thought there was like 5 comedians, and they all had nice sweaters. Like, man.
It's a nice sweater.
Thanks. And that's what I thought. And I didn't know that there was this subculture of comedians that traveled all around telling their rather unseemly jokes to, drunk patrons, and tried to hit on waitresses and asked if all the food was free. So then when I found that out,
I said, that's great, because before that, I only had jobs, I only had manual labor jobs. And
like what? What's a real job you did that you would call manual labor?
well, the cooler ones were like I was a chokerman for a logging company. And,
A what?
It's a person that puts the. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's a thing where a goddamn tree can fall on you.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right, yeah.
Every week, okay, hey, where's Pete? That tree fell on him. So, and we all made a lot of money. We made $17 an hour. And I remember at one point I was talking to the dishwasher that everybody made fun of, old Sam. And I said, Sam, what do you make? He's like, $17 an hour. I'm like, what? So everybody made $17 an hour. So then I was like, I want to be the dishwasher. It turned out there's a huge waiting list that included almost everyone in the logging camp that wanted to be a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Because when you were washing dishes, the likelihood of a tree falling on you was highly diminished.
Hey, I'm Norm MacDonald. When I was a young man of 14, I attended a Jesuit school in Montreal, and it was very tough. It was for the best and the brightest. And come summertime, my dad decided it was time that a boy become a man, and that I take on the work and the liberties that go along with it of having a job. And so he'd done very well in real estate, and had moved into the nascent field of hedge fund management. So he said, son, how would you like to be a hedge fund manager for the summer? And I didn't really want. I wanted to play with my friends and so forth. But I said, yeah, sure, why not? So I became a hedge fund manager. It was the summer for me in school was 3 months, and in that 3 months I made $280,000 for the firm. What do you think they paid me? $190,000. I did all the work and made barely 60% of the money. But it taught me a valuable lesson that the people who control the money are the ones that make the money, not the people that are down in the trenches of Lipscomb, McDonald, and Levine. That truly made them. It taught me a very valuable life lesson. Thank you.
I was a door-to-door salesman.
Did you really? What'd you sell?
Doors. It never worked out.
What other jobs have you had besides actor and comedian?
I was a town drunk, village idiot.
No, but be serious for a second.
Yeah.
Did you ever wait table or drive a cab or something like that?
I did. I don't drive, but
right.
I worked.
Did you have a ride cab?
Right. It doesn't pay well though. I did a lot of manual labor. Did all manual labor.
Really?
Yeah.
Like brickwork?
Brickwork, I did. Yeah.
You're making all this up as we go, aren't you?
No.
That whole thing that we showed about the Scrabble game, you made that whole thing up, did you?
No. That was true. Truth is stranger than fiction. I keep trying to tell you that.
Heavy lifting?
I did a lot of heavy lifting. I moved furniture. That's a hard job.
Yes,
moving
it is.
furniture because the stairs are never right for the contours of the giant couch that you have to lift up. But people that I worked with, man, they loved lifting furniture.
Yep.
One time, this is an interesting story time. It's probably too long, but I was working with an old guy, old guy. His name was Gus, and we had to move this thing up a ladder, see, to a balcony because we couldn't get it up the twisting spiral staircase.
Okay.
So we have to go outside and put a ladder up. So old Gus, he's on the balcony, you understand?
Yep.
With a rope holding this giant refrigerator.
And abs of steel.
And abs of steel. I'm on the bottom, climbing up the ladder, pushing the refrigerator.
Yeah.
I slip off the ladder and fall down, and old Gus has the entire weight of the refrigerator. And all his muscles are shooting out, and he wouldn't let go, you know?
Abs of steel.
Abs of steel. That wasn't a good story.
No, it's a great story.
Was it
It's
all
a
right?
fabulous.
No, but Andy's a fantastic guy.
I'm curious about something.
And when I say, you know, I used to make jokes at 12:30 about him being gay, that's absolutely ridiculous. But when we were starting out, I will tell you one story about Andy. This is what happened.
I'm scared.
I was working at Art's
the deli coffee shop.
Deli and coffee shop, bussing tables. So Andy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey man, I got a way to make some money." I said, "What is your way?" He goes, "I'm going to become a male prostitute." Now I said, "Andy, you're not gay. It doesn't make any sense." He goes, "But a guy has to make a dollar." So I said, "All right, do what you want." You know? So he comes to me the next day and he says, "Hey, I'm buying breakfast." I says, "Why is that?" He says, "I made $450.05 last night." Wow. I said, "What on earth?" He goes, "Yeah, did some tricks there, you know, they call it." So I said to him, "You know, I eat steak and eggs. I eat, you know, expensive." He says, "That's all right. I made $450.05. And I said, "Well, who on earth gave you 5 cents?" He said, "Every one of them."
Good God, you're a horse's ass.
I was concerned. That's simple arithmetic. That's 9,001 dudes.
We'll take a break.
He says he's mature, and I think it's because he's telling my grandfather's jokes.
Stop it, both of you. Whoa. We're going to take a break right now. For some reason that escapes me, there'll be more with Norm MacDonald in just a moment.
Know that in this day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm all I need.
More motivation. You still don't understand what our children are up against. Let me read you something that was posted on our message boards from someone who claims to be a member of a known pedophile network. It said this: "He doesn't forgive. He does not forget. His group has over 9,000 penises."
It's over 9,000! Over 9,000! Vegeta! Over 9,000!
How many Polish guys does it take to screw in a light bulb? The question cannot be answered because Polish people are so fucking stupid that no matter how many of them are available, none of them would ever be able to complete that simple task.
This is a meta joke. Have you aware of these meta jokes?
How many comedians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
2. One to do it, and the other guy to go, "How long's he been up there?"
I like that.
On stage.
Yeah, because they was going,
They're like, "How long?"
Oh, that's a good one. I was going to say that the Polish government did actually try to land on the sun back in the.
No, they didn't.
Yes, and they were ridiculed for it because they said you'll burn up when you come anywhere near. They said we're going at night.
Who?
Now,
Well, no, I've never asked you this before, and we've been good friends for many years. Okay, I made that up, but
No. We haven't?
No, we're friends. We're good friends, but I don't know what your. MacDonald. Is that Irish? Is that Scottish? What's your ethnic background?
My ethnic background is Polish.
Are you really Polish? Wow.
Polish people,
I didn't
yeah.
realize that.
Yeah.
MacDonald, you don't.
Well, my parents changed their names. They had to because of the constant ribbing they'd get for being Polish, you know. And so they changed their name to MacDonald. But you know, it's one of the things that you can, you know. I mean, I get a little upset about it, you know. Because, you know, you
All the
can't...
Polish jokes and
Yeah,
stuff.
you can't make jokes about other people, but for some reason you make jokes about Polish people, you know?
Right.
I don't like it.
Right. You shouldn't. That sounds bad, yeah.
I mean, I had an experience, you know. I go in and I order a Polish sausage, you know, from this guy, you know. And so the guy says to me, oh, you must be Polish. And I said, come on, man. I mean, come on. Think about it, what you're saying. You know, I'm trying to knock some sense into this fella's head, maybe give him a wider world view, you know?
Sure, yeah.
I said, you think because I order a Polish sausage, I'm Polish. I said, what if somebody came in here and ordered French toast? Would you think he was French, you know?
Right.
I mean, what if somebody came in here and ordered a Belgian waffle? Would you consider that guy a Belgian? You know? I mean, if a guy came in and ordered German bratwurst, would you consider that fella to be a German fella?
Right.
I said, what if a guy came in and ordered German potato salad? I suppose you'd think he was German too. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, what if a guy...
Wow, you talked to this guy for a while.
I'm telling you, man. With racists, you have to get through.
You have to really get it into their head. Right.
I said, if a guy came in and he ordered a Cuban hamburger, are you going to assume he's a Cuban?
Right.
I said, I think it is absolutely ridiculous that just because I come in here, I order a Polish sausage, why would you jump to the fact that I'm Polish?
Right.
And the guy says to me, well, first of all, it's a hardware store.
And you hate Polish jokes, don't you? You just hate them.
No, I think they're disgusting.
I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go of everything in the past.
Lady I saw you with last night.
It's rude.
Bit of a hippo. I read about a hippo swallowing a man, and I thought of you. No, you remember Ruth? You remember Ruth? His girlfriend is a wonderful kitchen butt. Remember Ruth?
Yeah.
Dr. Ruth?
Nah, he went out with this big fat hog named Ruth. I listen, it's not sexist in any way. It's not sexist.
No,
The whole family. The whole family.
Ruth's family?
Oh my God! They may as well live in a sty.
Okay.
Because not only, I mean, they were obese, the whole family.
Sure.
But they were filthy. Like they didn't.
Like pigs.
Like pigs, they would eat, and then the food would fall on them. And it always. His father, I remember, like his gut was way up. And you know the fucking, and the skinny arms like a
He would just
pterodactyl.
eat off of his own gut?
all the time, yeah. Mwah, mwah. And then a big fat Ruth there with this fucking guy. And she'd always sit on his knee. He'd whatever. I don't even want to get into it.
This is when you were drinking heavily.
I mean, it's just rude.
No, I know. I mean, I'm not saying that her. Listen, people have girth issues.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was
It's the
inherent.
PC
I mean, it was just.
version.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be.
Girth issues.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, it was genes issue. I mean, I don't think she could really help it.
Oh yeah, no, it was all genetic.
Her genes were not flattering.
Her genes caused her to buy a lot of fucking pastry. I'll tell you that. No, but she was a nice lady, you know.
Yeah, really nice lady.
But spiteful.
Really? She
Spiteful.
sounds great.
Yeah.
She was nice. She was nice, but she was horribly spiteful and horribly obese.
Yeah, she was mostly known for her spite. Like if you got to know her. Yeah.
You have to be really spiteful to have that beard.
Absolutely. I knew her for 3 months. I didn't even see a fat person anymore.
Just pure spite.
Spite.
That's a compliment to some fat people, though.
I guess.
Had you said that to her, I don't even see fat when I'm around you anymore. I just see spite.
No, she was. One
Well,
time
she
I tried
helped
to.
me through a dark time.
Yeah.
You know?
One time I tried to drive her around her and I ran out of gas. I don't want to say she was spiteful, but
she could be watching, man.
I don't want to say she was spiteful, but one time she got on the scale and said, "Please, one at a time." I mean, this lady was spiteful.
Yeah, she was a big girl.
That's
I get
spite.
it.
Why was she spiteful in that analogy? Getting on the scale.
Well,
the scale was spiteful in that.
Well, that's true.
Maybe it's the scale that was.
One time, she was so spiteful, she was swimming in the ocean. A helicopter fucking radioed down for landing instructions. I mean, she was a little spiteful.
No, it's just
God
a
bless
euphemism.
Ruth. God bless Ruth. God bless Ruth. She was named after the biblical figure Ruth, which covers both of our religions.
Thank
the
you.
The book of Ruth was in the Old Testament.
The book of Ruth? Is that really a book?
You're not familiar with the book of Ruth?
No.
Do you know the book of Ruth?
No, but every time you talk about Ruth, you always refer to the chapter of Jonah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
The whale.
Yeah, that's my little joke. And it's not a whale, it's a big fish.
Jonah?
Yeah, it wasn't really a whale. It was referred to as a big fish, and then people thought
That's less
whale.
offensive.
I don't even think a whale's a fish, is it, Steve O'Donnell?
It's a mammal.
It's a mammal.
Yeah.
What is a mammal? What's a seal?
It's not mutually exclusive. I mean, you can be a
seal
whale
has to
and a
breathe air, right?
Yeah.
So it always has to have
It's
its
a
mouth
mammal.
near the ocean? Like, what happens in the ocean?
What happens to us in the ocean?
We drown and die.
That if you do it wrong, if you think you're not a mammal.
But a seal, though, does it just hang around the how does it get up? How do they get up on those buoys?
It's a shimmy.
They're shimmy. They must be just pure muscle, the way Ruth's pure spite.
Yeah.
All right.
Pure blubber.
Okay, you know.
No, what? He's going out with a nice girl now, though.
No, she dumped me.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. Husbandry. Oh, no, that was your hobby. No, but you fucking animal. No, I'm kidding you, man. I'm kidding you. You're an ordinary guy.
You know what I was way ahead on? Slut shaming. I was always against that. I remember telling the fellas in high school, I go, guys, I think we're making a big mistake by shaming the sluts. You see, here's what is my concern. I feel if we shame them too much, they might stop becoming sluts, you know? And further ladies might not want to be sluts either. I have a different idea. Other than shaming the sluts, it's a bold idea. I say we take the sluts and we put them on our shoulders and we go, oh, hail the slut. Oh, for she's a jolly good slut, that kind of thing, you know? So I was way ahead of it, man, way ahead of it. But anyway.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over. If we
Farrah, the first time I ever saw you, I thought, oh my God, that is one of the horiest looking whores I have ever seen in my life. And I have seen a lot of whores because I'm a rock star. And, I've seen ladies like in the front row look at me with that super hoary look on their face. And you look horier than all of them. And that really means something.
Can I tell you, this reminds me a little bit of Mike Douglas.
Really?
And I'm going to tell you the greatest talk show in the history of talk shows was Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas.
And his co-host was Sly.
Now, people are going to think that's Michael Douglas. You should probably explain to the folks.
Well, who's watching? Is this in the United States?
Well, I'll explain to
Yeah, no, don't explain everything.
Mike Douglas.
Oh,
Mike
you
Douglas
just take everything out of it. There's no sense being here.
I'm saying to the folks at home that Mike Douglas was a talk show host, someone in the vein of Merv Griffin. He was a singer.
Call me when you're through, because I forgot what I was talking about. Okay.
And he had a talk
His
show.
co-host this week was
And
Sly,
every week he had a co-host.
of Sly and the Family Stone.
Sure.
And he was stoned out of his bird.
Probably
So
3
they
hours
opened
late.
the show, and he says, Sly, I understand you're getting married. And Sly said, we're going to play 2 engagements on Sunday, and then Monday we're going over to Cleveland, and then we're going to come back. He said, no, aren't you getting married? I don't know if the Horns are going to be there for this engagement, but hopefully we'll be all right, and we'll play and get it done. And Mike goes like this, boop. So let's go to commercial. Now, Sly is sitting here. He brings out Peter Marshall.
Yeah.
From Hollywood Squares. Peter sits right here.
Because the idea of the show is to
don't
mix.
do this, don't do this. And he says, Peter, who's a great guy, by the way. Peter, he says,
His son plays
you're
baseball.
taking Hollywood Squares to Vegas. You're taking it to the road.
Yeah.
He says, yeah. He said, are you going to change it? He says, no. He says, when it comes to Hollywood Squares, you got to call a spade a spade. Oh. And Sly turns to Peter Marshall on this show and said, I'm going to get you. They go to commercial, they come back, and Sly is still staring at Peter. And Mike Douglas now says, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to bring out the smallest man in the world, Ringling Brothers' own Mishu the Midget. And this guy comes out, and he is the smallest man in the world. Mike picks him up, puts him in the thing. His shoes are like this. That's what you see. And so what you see on camera now is Sly still staring at Peter, and him talking to Mishu. And he says, Mishu, how old were you when you joined the circus? And Mishu said, Brot. He said, what? Bridget. No, when did you first join? He said, Grad. He said, do you speak English? He said, Brit. He said, oh my God, let's go to commercial. They come back, they bring out his interpreter who is wall-eyed. And that's what you had for the last part of the show. Sly staring at Peter and a wall-eyed interpreter with a midget who didn't speak English.
That's going way smoother than this show.
Story, Sly. We get on the plane, and there was Richard Burton.
You know, this is worse.
Hey, Sly, will you...
Hey, wait.
Excuse me. Will you look at me once in a while, Sly? Go ahead, Pete.
Anyway, we get on the plane, and there's Richard Burton. Yeah. You know Richard Burton?
Yeah.
Right. And he's on the plane. Yeah.
I know Richard Burton.
Big guy.
Yeah.
Big in the biz guy. Yeah. And he's there, and he has 9 seats all alone, right?
9 seats?
9 seats to himself.
For what?
I don't know. He didn't want to be bothered, but he had the first seat. So now you get on the plane, and you have to pass Richard Burton, right? There he is. He takes a shine to, excuse the expression, That's terrible. I apologize. That's tacky. That's really tacky. I apologize. No, but he takes a liking. How about that? A liking to Karen Valentine. Oh, yes, he was...
I'm going to get you, bro. You know that, don't you?
You want me to go back there?
Oh, let him stay there. I thought it was going to say Blade.
The search continues in the Indian Ocean for the Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 as they listen and try to follow the pings. These guys sound like me always listening for pings. The pings are my Chinese neighbors. Jim and Ellen Ping. Jim, the other day, he, very nice guy, Jim Ping, he...
oh, they really do exist. What is this thing you're doing with your face?
Oh, it's...
Do you have allergies?
No, I'm not used to these glasses, but he was very nice.
So you think that's going to help?
And he lent me... is that the face I'm making?
Well, one time I thought you were joking around. You were looking at me like...
Ping? That is my neighbor. A nice fella.
Nice guy?
Lent me his abacus
I want to do this.
Jesus!
Oh, come on. That's not a Chinese guy.
I wasn't saying it was.
That's kind of racist.
What are you, Mickey Rooney?
Hey. Hey, come on.
I know he's dead,
Have
but
a little
Mickey Rooney
respect.
did a very racist thing, like you just did, in a movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's by the wonderful Truman Capote.
I wasn't doing anything racist, and you know it. But go ahead. I was just doing like someone...
I like Audrey Hepburn. I don't think of her, I don't whack off when I think of her, but she had style.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for saying something that's been on my mind for a long time.
You like her too?
Sure.
Yeah. She was class.
No, I was thinking about...
Audrey Hepburn had class, but Katharine Hepburn could hang with the fellas.
Thank you. That was a better time back then, right? It wasn't, so don't get me started.
No, it was a worse time. Yeah. You know why?
They took care...
Because they had separate water fountains for the black people and the Chinese people.
What?
You know, and what did they do back then?
Segregated water fountains you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know you're just kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Well,
they
yeah,
had
but everybody
segregated
knows.
water fountains.
Now, I know you're not kidding about the event of it happening, but I know you're kidding. Of course, everybody knows that.
I'm saying it's a bad thing.
Well, of course it was a bad thing.
Yeah. But
answering to my
question. It existed, as did the Holocaust.
You look for jokes.
Yeah.
that have the same setup as the punchline. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I said the perfect joke would be if the punchline and the setup were almost identical.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. Christy Brinkley told reporters this week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. A new development in the O.J. Simpson civil trial this week. According to sworn testimony, Nicole Brown Simpson had told her therapist that she was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson. Asked why he didn't report this earlier, the therapist said, "I was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson." Our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies.
When I was a kid, my dad would tell me that this man was a gold medal decathlete. Why, the greatest athlete in the world. And now I have to tell my kid that this man is a man.
A Labor Department task force says it will crack down on sweatshops in New York's Chinatown, where employees work 90-hour weeks for as little as 75 cents an hour. A spokesman for the sweatshop owner said, quote, "That's all we can afford to pay. This is a sweatshop. We make sweat." 18-year-old Julie Wozchak will be going to Paris after winning an essay contest sponsored by the Dayton Daily News. She won for her essay, which was entitled, "Why I Want to Go to Paris with Some Old Guy from the Daily Dayton News." Dayton Daily News. Like that would have helped. Okay. A 3-year-old Texas boy remains in fair condition after being assaulted by the family's pet cougar. No one knows why the attack occurred, but hey, how about because their pet is a cougar? How about... Rap star Hammer is suing the Los Angeles Police Department after he and his entourage were mistakenly handcuffed by police. The most shocking part of this story, Hammer has an entourage. Painting that depicts a large rat sucking at the breast of the Blessed Virgin Mary was removed from a high school art display due to complaints by local residents. The artist blamed the complaints on a lack of art education, while I blame the complaints on the fact that it was a painting of a large rat sucking the breast of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
This guy died, Jerry Rubin, and he was a yippie.
Yes.
Not a hippie, but a yippie. I remember my dad going, "Who's that, a goddamn hippie or a yippie?" You know.
Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry, that should read, Yippee Jerry Rubin died last week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. Just, I didn't read it right.
Wanna get da 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 and get this fixed. Come just da 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 da. Just touch my lips.
Currently in a relationship, or are you playing the field?
Oh my God.
What the fuck? What are you, retarded?
Are you really having a relationship? Come on.
Come on, I'm serious.
Like 3 weeks ago when we started, you were just a filthy bum.
Yeah.
And now these retards put your name in a fucking magazine. You're all dressed up.
Yeah, they told me to dress up for Comedy Week.
Explain to the folks what Comedy Week is.
You fucking retard. No, can you explain?
Not really.
now I would like to see the election of the Pope.
The election of the Pope?
Yes, run it. There's the crowd. Now watch. Watch. All right, the door's going to open. And there's the Pope. There's the Pope.
Oh, wait, that's not...
That's the Pope.
We should explain to the folks that was Michael Jackson.
Let's explain. Yeah, explain who Michael Jackson is to the people.
Everyone knows Michael Jackson. What, are you retarded? His opponent was this rich kid, you know, this Adam Scott fellow from Australia.
Oh, from Step Brothers?
No, not the actor Adam Scott, the professional golfer Adam Scott. What, are you retarded? So I know you're not retarded, but what are you, Down syndrome? Dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, love like you've never been hurt, and fuck like a goddamn retard.
I saw the word retard.
Oh, how about this? College freshman Scott Damerow, Larry, set a new world record by using his head to bust 142 eggs, and he now officially holds a place in the Guinness Book of fucking retards. The parents of Honey Boo Boo are getting married this week. I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds fucking retarded. That's a good one.
I think my doctor might be retarded.
Why?
His name is Dr. Retardo.
Oh.
It's a good chance.
Jenny McCarthy recently got engaged to former New Kid on the Block Donnie Wahlberg. They plan to marry on Retard Island.
Now, why couldn't I have gotten this one? What? You throwing me under the bus on the next one again?
No,
give me one of your better ones.
I'll give you a good one. My brother-in-law is so stupid. My sister's brother?
Right. Sister's husband.
Sister's husband, rather? My sister's brother would be my brother. Okay, whatever. He came up with a bucket list. You know what a bucket list?
Oh, sure.
You know what his first thing on the bucket list was? Committing suicide. Isn't that retarded? Huh?
That's just stupid.
Have you ever heard of the Falkland Islands?
Rings a bell, but I don't know much about it.
Oh, you're in it. I mean...
And come to think of it, I got addicted to you. Oh, no, no, no. And come to think of it, I need somebody like you. Oh, no, no, no. I need someone like you.
They opened a restaurant called Melrose Place on it, and then it's right beside my house, and every time I go out, there's all these retards, like tourists, and these tourist retards, like they're always fat, and they're taking pictures, standing in front of this restaurant.
Yeah?
My niece, after she saw my tattoo, she told me she had a tattoo, I swear to you, that said no regrets, and she had it lasered off. I go, Katie, do you realize how funny that is? I go, she goes, well, I made a mistake. At least she realized it. What's going on? Did you stop doing the show just suddenly?
So, we're just going to have a time. Everything was going well until these jokes showed up. You know?
Oh, my God. How long is this?
This show?
Yeah.
So how long
I have all
has
day.
it run
I have
so
all
far?
I have all day.
So far?
But I just kind of want to know how long it is.
It's over.
I mean, you got a computer. Look, I'll be honest. I just Wikipedia'd it. You can just.
Okay, I'll fucking research it. What's it called?
I think I broke your computer, Daniel.
What is it? What is it?
Just dump it off the top of it, though. Dump it out.
Yeah, he's your boss.
Oh,
That, you're a little shaky.
So
you like half and half?
You like it all the way, don't you?
So you were there.
You filled your cup up with half and half.
Chicken, steak has never tasted so good. Oh, this is about your aunt.
My aunt?
Is she fucking dead?
Yes.
You don't have a living aunt?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
I have to read it.
Yeah. Well, it's your hands.
Okay, yeah, okay, you're right. I do have one. I have a couple of hands. My aunt turned her house into a bed and breakfast. I guess she woke up and said, "Not enough strangers are fucking here."
It is kind of weird when you think about it, right? Yeah. You make your house a bed and breakfast, and then damn dirty hippies are fucking upstairs, and you.
We could do this.
Would you do that? Wait.
Hold on.
Would you do this on the Mary Tyler Moore Show?
It's the Romnan Show. It's the Romnan Show.
Oh, cool. Oh, you broke it. Excellent.
Right?
Yes.
I think it was a window washer.
It's a window washer, Mike. Fucking scare the shit out of him.
You thought it was some. You thought it was.
Hey, go to the
I'm
window.
not gonna do that.
Come on,
no way.
man.
No way. No
you scare a
fucking
window
way.
away.
I ain't doing that.
Nah, your days of scaring window washers are over.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
You're saying that dolphins have a distinct language all their own?
Yes.
Huh.
What's the solution? What's the solution that they use the N word? Ooh, that they use the N word constantly.
No, what word do they use?
Nigga word, N word.
Oh yeah. What'd you call it? Dolphin. The what word?
Nigga. Nigga, ninja.
Word, yeah.
Say, I want to hear you say the word.
I don't want to say it
Say
because
it.
then it'll be on tape forever. I say it in my private life many times.
Say it, hunky. Say it, hunky. Say nigga, hunky. Fucking say it, hunky.
Listen, am I wrong or am I imagining that?
No, say nigga, hunky. Say it, hunky. Come on, cracker.
Mike, I have to ask you a question.
Say it, say it.
Now I'm going to douse myself in gasoline.
Oh, Christ.
Is it coming out?
No. Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay. Now, do you have a lighter, Adamiga?
Yeah, I got a lighter.
Okay. Do you have a line, Gilbert?
No.
I think this is what.
Gilbert, Jesus, everyone free.
Holy gasoline! Will this be Norm's last laugh?
The great gift could have been to be in a room full of people when Norm did that for those people. Right. Because that would have evaluated, measured, and directed what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. And for us to sit here and look at it is not a true test of anything, really, other than we all love Norm. And my God, he's certainly prolific, certainly energetic, but we weren't watching stand-up comedy because it was impossible. But there's something there, for sure. The element that I always admired was the connection to the audience. And his asides and his looks and his pauses were interpreted exactly the way he knew they would be interpreted. Mm-hmm. And that fueled the ridiculous nature of some of the presentation. And without that audience, you don't get the full measure of Norm.
Right. Yeah.
It was like the audience was his partner. Everybody was in this together.
His timing is like a drummer's.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a jazz drummer.
But what would the timing have been with an audience? Still perfect?
I can't tell. You know, he's so nice with it. I feel like it looked like it was supposed to be that. I can't. It's hard to explain.
This is like listening to a good book on tape. Mm-hmm. How would those have registered in front of a live audience, do you think?
Not one of the suckers' mother's tits would kill.
Oh, well, that would have murdered.
He had a bunch of things that would have murdered.
He went all the way. It's right. That's the right. He went all the way around the barn. He had this great way of making you. He'd plant the seed, walk all over the hill, around the silo, down to the brook. You've forgotten about it, and then he lands that again, and it's joyous. It's just joyous.
Do we know if he did any of this material in front of an audience?
I knew so. We knew some from that tour. But that tour was right before Corona. I think it was around.
If you were alive and were doing this show that we watched tonight somewhere in front of 200, 300, 400 people, killer, standing O, what would be the impact?
He didn't have to leave on a big laugh. So like he would go on, some of his shit would murder.
Yeah.
Some of his shit would eat it. Some people would be like get annoyed, upset that he said it. And then like most of us, you go, all right, let me get out of this fucking hole and come up with a big joke because I'm about to get off. He'd go, all right, let's keep going down and we'll get out on that.
And it's fun to watch him acknowledge what would be the silence.
Yeah. I can see.
And enjoy it.
I could see in his mind there was a crowd there. He was anticipating this crowd, and which reminds me again, this guy was very deliberate in how he approached this, because it does seem like jazz, but it's very methodical.
I'm used to say goodbye, nothing new to me. Baby, I'm trying to survive and know that you believe in a world with happy endings. So tired of pretending.
There's some stuff that's for sure laugh lines that would work anywhere, and then he pulls you away from it for a while, and then and they're trickier stuff. It's trickier to figure it out, and he would lose some people.
It's hard to separate. I buy it. You know what I mean? Like I'm in.
Yeah,
that's right.
And it's like watching a 4-hour movie set at a certain point. It's like I'm just invested in this as an experience.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's really hard to separate myself from that.